there's anywhere in this world that prison actually sounds maybe a little nice to go to, it's got to be Butler County, Ohio. They're feeding their inmates a burger called the Warden Burger. And essentially the Warden Burger is like almost like a prison version of the Impossible Burger, except for maybe a little bit of ground turkey in it. And this thing's got carrots and peas and potatoes and other shit and turkey, ground turkey. And it's all conformed together, and it's meant to be intentionally unappetizing to have this burger, is what the warden and the sheriff claims. Is that, you know, you come to prison, you don't really get a choice of what you want to eat. You know, this isn't your mother's house, is kind of the way that the warden puts it here. And I'll let you guys listen to what this gentleman has to say. I gotta say, I'm a huge fan of this guy. I think the guy's doing the Lord's work, but here you go.
A local sheriff is catching heat on social media for using food as punishment. That right there is the Warden Burger. Butler County Sheriff Richard Jones serves it to inmates in isolation. Our Courtney King sat down with the sheriff today about why he uses it. But Courtney, my question is, would he eat the burger?
Rob, that was my first question for him. So not only did he say he would, he did, and we have it all on camera. We're going to show you that in just a few minutes, or in a moment, actually. The sheriff tells us that he's not the only one that does this, and that detention centers all over the country do this. And it is important to note that the burger is not made to be bad. We do have the recipe for it, and we'll put it on our website for you. It's basically a turkey burger. The sheriff says that what's punishment about it is that the inmate in isolation gets that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day until they leave isolation. And like you said, he has caught a lot of flack on social media about this. One person even calling him a disgusting human.
The State Department of Corrections is not my boss, so I basically don't give two what they think.
On Wednesday, we sat down with Butler County Sheriff Richard Jones and watched him eat this. It's no ordinary burger. It's what the sheriff calls a Warden Burger. So you have zero complaints about the Warden Burger?
Me personally, no, I would eat this. Hell, I'm eating it now.
The sheriff tells us
You damn right. Hell yeah, he's eating it now.
he's been serving it to inmates in isolation for all 3 meals for the last several years.
This is jail. You don't get to choose. Your mommy and your daddy and your Aunt Lily doesn't get to make your meals. I'm your aunt. I'm your grandpa. I'm the one that get your meal prepared and make sure it gets done.
The sheriff says inmates get put in isolation for things like fighting, and the burger is an added punishment.
If you get in trouble and you go to an isolation cell, it's no different than your regular cell. And that's what you get 3 times a day, and you get all the water you can drink. It's very nutritious. It's good for you. It has lots of fiber in it. Fiber is good for you, right?
Sheriff Jones says
You damn right it's fucking good for you.
dietitian approved the burger, and it's not made to taste bad.
It's got many ingredients. It's made with ground turkey, potatoes, carrots. It's got celery. It's got flour.
He says the punishment is in not having variety. Jones says inmates can be in isolation for up to 10 days at a time, which means they could eat up to 30 Warden Burgers. Would you ever eat it for 3 meals a day?
Yeah. I'm easy to please on what I eat. I come from a generation that you eat whatever's in front of you.
He says he hopes
You damn right. When fucking mom and dad put food down at the table, you fucking eat the shit. Or you don't get up from the table, you know?
the burger will make inmates think twice about acting out while in the Butler County Jail. Has it worked? Have you ever had someone in isolation be like, I'm never getting in trouble because I don't want that burger ever again?
Yeah, we've had people that leave. They always tell me they never want to eat that burger again. And this may be just a little piece that keeps you out of trouble, keeps you from hurting other people. And that's my goal here.
So the sheriff tells us that he's never been fined or ordered to stop using the burger despite some state officials saying that he's violating some policies. And guys, I was not.
What policies is this guy abusing or not following? Please tell me what policies he is not following. Because, like, he literally has made a burger that has everything that you need in it. As far as I'm concerned, some of these guys that are in prison, for the shit that they've done, don't even deserve to eat. You know? Like, why are we so caught up in what fucking, John, who killed his wife and his family, who cares about what he wants to eat? Who cares? And then, this news reporter, the first guy that showed up on the screen, the black guy, he's like, well, would the sheriff eat it? And it's like, fuck you, dude. Like, if you're in prison, you don't get to call the shots. You don't get pats on the back. That's why they're in prison in the first place. Is because they've had everything handed to them, and they've never had to answer for the shit that they've done. And they get to sit in a cozy cell with 3 meals a day and, commissary and all the normal shit that we get out here. They ain't got to pay for a damn rent. They ain't got to pay for shit. I could give 2 shits less what these people eat. If you want to feed them dog turds, feed them fucking dog turds, brother. You have the green light from me, Oh, would the sheriff eat it? Dude, fuck you. He don't have to. The sheriff has worked his whole life to be in the position that he's in right now and has not committed crimes. Has not hurt people. So if he would have came out and said, fuck no, I don't eat it. That's why I make them eat it. I'd have been like, fuck yeah, brother. Get it. Like, I'm so sick and tired of this whole, little game of fucking charades that we're playing. It's like we're supposed to, act like prisoners are just normal people. They're not. There's a reason they're in prison, And, if I go to prison and I'm eating a turkey burger that's literally filled with all the shit that I need to live, I'm gonna sit there and be like, this is what I deserve. Like, I did this to myself. We don't have enough of that in this society, of people saying, I did this to myself. I fucked up, and now I have to pay the consequences. And these are the consequences. Like, it's not even a consequence, dude. Again, you're getting food that it's actually fucking healthy for you. I would be more for them just feeding them fucking McDonald's every day. Feed them McDonald's. That's worse for them than this damn turkey burger. I don't understand. I'm so confused at these news anchors. Send them to the fucking trash can, dude. Jesus Christ. What are you people doing, man? What are y'all doing? This is why prisons are as populated as they are. This is why everybody that you can't. There's somebody in your family, my family, everybody's family has somebody that's been in prison. You don't know a person, I'm sorry. You don't know a person that doesn't know a person that's been to prison. Everybody knows somebody that's been to prison. Everybody. And it's because we like hand these people everything. We literally fight for these people. When they killed somebody. Or they sold drugs that led to somebody dying. Or they abused somebody. Whether it's a physical sense or a sexual sense. It's all fucked up. They don't deserve to have a 5-course steak dinner, you know? I don't see a problem with this. And if you see a problem with this, you are the problem. That's the only problem, is you. If you think that this is a problem, that prisoners are getting healthy, nutritional food in prison, you are the fucking problem. You are why the prison systems are overflowing. You are why our tax dollars are just being burned in the trash because you want to pay for these extravagant meals for a guy that murdered his family. And not every dude in prison murdered their family. Not every dude in prison probably abused somebody. Not every dude in prison probably sold drugs and ended up killing somebody. They're still in prison. They still made a choice that they knew the consequences for. They knew what was going to happen if they did that certain thing. They did it anyways. It's their fault. It's not the warden's fault. It's not the sheriff's fault. It's not nobody's fault. It's not this fucking burger's fault. It's theirs. And they have to pay the consequences. So if they want to feed them dog shit, that's what you'll get. You're in their house now. This is not your house no more. Like old boy said, you know? I'm not your mom. Or, no, I'm sorry, he said, I am your mom. That was fucking pretty cool, you know? I am your aunt. I am your grandma. I wish he'd have been like, I'm your daddy. I'm your fucking daddy. And then just takes a big ass bite out of this fucking Warden Burger. Shouts out to that guy, man. I mean, that dude, he's the man, you know? I bet he's the nicest guy ever. I bet he's cool. I bet the inmates probably like the guy. The inmates that are actually halfway sane, that aren't in there for fucking chopping somebody up, probably somewhat enjoy this guy. But you committed a crime that got you put in there, right? And then you got into the prison, committed another crime that got you put into isolation. That got you put in a cell, locked by yourself in a dark room. There's nothing we can do for you. It don't matter what we feed you. You're still a fucked person, you know? Like, you're still fucked. It reminds me of, like, these dumbasses that think that, like, Luigi Mangione is a actual person. He's a scum. He's a filth bag, you know? Brian Thompson, also a scum, a filth bag. Should have been in prison. Did he deserve to die? No. And you can't, like, whenever somebody dies or gets killed that you don't like, you can't fucking celebrate it, you know? Like, you guys are literal psychopaths. Anybody that celebrates the death of Brian Thompson is a full-blown psychopath and needs to be locked up. They're probably on SSRIs, like so many of them, that they can't even have a normal thought or an original thought for the rest of their life because they've just sat there and popped so many pills because they're so fucked up in the head that they literally celebrate the death of people. Fuck Luigi Mangione, you know? Like, the guy deserves to rot in prison. And fuck any prisoner or anybody outside the prison that thinks that they have a say or that there's something wrong with what prisoners are being fed. Be fucking lucky that they're being fed, you know? We could be like other countries and just kill them. I'm okay with that, you know? Especially if the crime's bad enough. If the crime lines up with the time, let's go. You know, like, end it. Speaking of Mangione, I guess he was back in court today, being praised and worshipped by a bunch of fucking crazy ass little girls that think that he's like God. But this is a article published by the New York Times. It says a gun found in Mangione's backpack can be used as evidence, judge says. The ruling was a partial victory for prosecutors in the murder trial of Luigi Mangione. A state judge ruled that some other material and statements could not be used. The Manhattan District's Attorney Office secured a partial victory on Monday when a state judge ruled that a gun and notebook found inside Luigi Mangione's backpack could be used as evidence during his murder trial in September. I would hope to God that they would use the weapon found in his backpack, right? Like, that's like the murder weapon. What are we doing? You know, like, it's like the most important piece of evidence that you have. Why is this news? Why is this breaking news? Inside of the notebook was what prosecutors have called a manifesto decrying America's parasitic insurance industry and its system of for-profit healthcare. And the gun, prosecutors have said, was connected to shell casings found at the scene of the killing. The judge, however, ruled that some other evidence from the backpack and some statements could not be used. Among the items that will be excluded are a gun magazine, a cell phone, a passport, a wallet, and a computer chip. Justice Gregory Caro of State Supreme Court in Manhattan said in court, Justice Caro said he found that the search of the backpack at a McDonald's, Pennsylvania, where Mangione was arrested, have been an improper, warrantless search. Justice Caro said that only some of the statements made by Mr. Mangione on the day of his arrest, December 9th, 2024, would be allowed. And see, like, this is where the justice system really just fails hard, man. Like, I mean, it just, ugh. Like, if they have you on video murdering somebody, and in that video, everything that you see should and could be, or just should, and should, and should, and probably should, and should be used as evidence throughout the trial. Everything. If it's on the video of the time of the murder, which the backpack was, and everything, the contents within the backpack, especially if you're going to count the gun, why throw out the magazine? You know, like, what's the point of that? Why would you throw out the passport? You know, like, I guess the wallet's not a huge deal, whatever. The computer chip, I don't really know why that's being thrown out. What's on it? You know, like, what's this computer chip got on it? Like, what does it do? I mean, that's kind of a vague description of evidence, I would say, you know, computer chip. Like, well, there's multiple chips in computers. What does this chip do exactly? You know, like, what are we talking about here? But they say, like, an improper warrantless search. He improperly, warrantlessly killed somebody. Like, the fact that murderers have rights it blows me away. I think that, like, if it's a charge of murder and you're literally on video committing the act of murder, no more rights for you, brother. See ya. You know? Like, what are we doing? Why? This guy took somebody's life. And he has more rights than the guy that he killed. And that's how it works in every murder trial, you know? The murderer always has more rights at the end of the day than the person that they've killed. And I think that the laws could look a lot differently, especially when it's on video, you know? Passport should definitely be used as evidence. No fucking doubt in my mind. Hey, this is evidence that he was going out. This is first degree premeditated murder that he had planned out. That he had said, I'm going to go kill this guy, and then I'm hopping on a plane with my passport, and I'm gone. It's premeditated first degree murder. Do I disagree with Mangione's reasoning or his outlook on insurance companies? No. I do think that insurance companies are a monopoly. They're a scam. They are low, bottom of the barrel people. They're shit people at the end of the day. But there's other ways that you can get back at insurance companies than fucking killing people, you know? And I swear to you, I promise you on everything in my being that Brian Thompson is not the guy that makes 90% of the decisions for United Healthcare. So you did nothing. You killed this guy, and it literally changed zero. If anything, it probably made it worse. I've not heard of any changes. I've not heard of any insurance companies making any changes to policies or, you know, what they give money back on or how they help, you know, their decision making to help people. None of it's changed. You did nothing. You took some kid's father away from them and you ruined your life for nothing. Literally nothing. The insurance agent that denied your claim for your back problems is the one that made that decision. I've worked in insurance before. There are obviously guidelines that you have to follow on, hey, this is when we accept this claim, or this is when we deny one. But at the end of the day, it's your decision as the agent to accept or deny a claim. I swear to you, they did not call Brian Thompson and say, hey, we've got Luigi Mangione here in the office. He's having some serious back problems. And Brian's like, yeah, no, fuck that guy. Yeah, no, denied. I promise you that didn't happen. I swear to you that did not happen. This agent looked over the things in the file and said, yeah, not today, buddy. Sorry. Go take some fucking Advil. Go get some fucking Tylenol. We're not helping you, you know? The agent is the one that made that decision. But it all just goes back to this whole like liberal mindset of like the billionaires, oh my God. People that work their whole lives and are incredibly smart, and people that are not lazy are the worst people on earth and they should all die and blah, blah, blah. It goes back to that toxic mindset. I mean, and it is. It's toxic. It's just a brutal way to live your life. Blaming billionaires and millionaires, for that matter, for the things that go on in your life. It is a miserable way to live. And if you live that way, you're a miserable person. And, you know, you just do it. You know, you know what I'm talking about. Just do it, you know. And I can't say it on here, but you know what I'm talking about. You know, just commit, you know, and just get it over with. Just, you know, figure it out. You have to dig deep. You have to get deep within the soul. You have to find, you know, am I willing to dig deep enough to go through with this decision? And I would urge you that the answer should be yes, I can dig deep enough. I can, for once in my life, help everybody else out around me and just do it. You know, just like really just fully commit to it and just, you know, get it over with. Just go through with it, you know, like I said, you're helping a lot of people. Like, you've never done that in your entire life. And you have this opportunity right now to make it happen. Make it happen, you know? Like, do something good. And that's what you'll leave with, you know? Like, you'll leave with the final thing that you did was you helped everybody out. And you ain't got to deal with any more billionaires or millionaires, you know? You leave them to us, you know? We'll reap the benefits of them, you know, starting businesses and investing their money into the economy that literally affects our lives. Because if you get rid of these people, if you get rid of these millionaires and billionaires, I promise you this place turns into a third world country like that. Very fast. This place turns into a third world country like that. You get rid of these people like Musk, like Trump, like Bezos, Peter Thiel, and I'm not even saying I like these guys, you know? I'm not saying I support these guys or that I even like them. But their money is one of the only reasons that we have everything that we have over here. They invest. They create money for cities, for counties, for states, for the entire country. And without them, we literally crash and burn, you know? I can't stand Peter Thiel further than I can fucking throw the guy, you know? Like, I don't like the guy. I don't like his outlook on things. I don't like him as a person. I don't like him. But his money does a lot of damn good. Just because it doesn't get a fucking crack addict off the street that doesn't want his money or his help, by the way. Just because it doesn't fund a single mother of 5 kids who can't stop going out and partying and, you know, fucking everybody that she meets, doesn't mean that his money's not going to some good. Like I said, spending money means that it filters throughout the entire economy and keeps us all kind of afloat, you know, especially small business owners. We need these people. You can't survive without them, I promise you. Because at the end of the day, if you go and kill them and you get away with it, you're still going to go back home to your basement and you're still going to sit in your basement and do nothing. Like, you're still going to be a talentless, thinkless, brainless, overweight, overdramatic, just shit person, you know? Like, that's it. Like, that's where this whole thing ends, you know? Like, unfortunately, like, there's nothing that you can do to make yourself any better. You're stuck like this. You're a lost cause, you know? It's the end. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. You know? That's your life. It's the end of your life as you know it. There's nothing more that you can do. except for what I was talking about just like 5 minutes ago. You just have to go through with it. You just have to push along. Find that little bit of mental fortitude that's in there somewhere. I know that you've got just like a fucking grain of it. You've got a little grain of mental fortitude and a little grain of some ambition in there just to fucking get it done, brother. Just fucking get it. Get it done. Get it done. You get that shit done, you fucking get it done. You fucking get it done, you fucking bitch it out, and you fucking get it done. Good night.